Hi there, Andreas here with XpressPads finger drumming, and in this video I will show you how you can create patterns and pattern chains on your Novation circuit, and I will also show you some of the limitations that you will find there. So what we've done so far, we have created one pattern per track. So we have one pattern for synth 1, synth 2 and all the drums. Now the first thing that you should note is when you go to pattern that synth 1 and synth 2 have their dedicated patterns, but for drums 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, those two drum types are linked together in one pattern. So you can't create a single pattern for drum 1. In this pattern you always have drum 1 and 2 combined and drum 3 and 4 respectively. But I think music gets more interesting when you have different sounds and different patterns, and that's why you should create different patterns and pattern variations for your different tracks here. So for example, for drums, you have this one as pattern 1, and you could, for example, duplicate this pattern by just pressing duplicate, pressing the source pad, and then pressing the destination pad or pads, so that works both ways. Either you just enter your destination pad, or you can choose multiple destination pads by pressing duplicate, pressing the source pad, and then pressing the destination pads. And just to verify if this worked, I will press this pad, press play, and we still have a bass drum and snare drum figure there. You can also remove those by pressing the clear button and just remove the pads which you want to have empty now. And so when I just press one again, or this one again, no more bass drum, no more snare drum. Good. Now let's go to pattern 2 and make a few changes there. So I go to drum 1, and I will, just to make it very obvious, I will completely change the bass drum figure and also the snare drum figure. Very simple, very not very sophisticated. And this again is just for demonstration here. So we have two patterns now, and the way we can now chain those together is that we need to press the first pattern of the chain and the last pattern at the same time. And when I then hit play, and we should start with this one, so we'll do it this way. Okay, so you've seen that there are two patterns running one after the other, and once that's done, it jumps back to the first pattern and it just runs in cycle. Now, the thing that you should note here is that you can't create very sophisticated patterns. So for example, if you have 8 patterns of different drum grooves and you want to play pattern 1, pattern 3, pattern 5, pattern 2, then this is not possible, because the only way to chain patterns is in an ascending order, meaning that you could, for example, create a pattern going from 1 to 2, or from 1 to 4, or 1 to 8, or 2 to 3, 2 to 5, or whatever, but you can't create something that goes randomly. And I think that's quite a limitation.